Yeah, hi Aditya
Okay.
once again. Yeah, how are you?
Yeah, I'm feeling great.
I will first congratulate you on your multiple offers as you notified me yesterday.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
got
Thank
four
you.
offers, and it was, I guess, due to your own preparation, whatever you did and whatever effort you actually put. And I think it was a combination of multiple things, which you will tell yourself how you actually did it. Our viewers would like to know about how are you feeling after getting so many offers.
It feels great actually. Basically, two reasons. So first is that you can definitely negotiate. I would say I've observed that at least in the Silicon Valley, these top four, top five companies have a lot of ego. So they don't like good candidate to go to their rival. So it is easier to negotiate with them with numbers.
Yeah,
And second is that sometimes you feel, or some other people may say to you that you got this one company by luck. So if you have multiple offers, right, you know that you get a validation that
yeah.
it was not a luck. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
so
these
that
are
is
the
also
two good things.
a validation about your knowledge. So keeping that
Yeah.
social part apart, about your own development, it is all about getting the conversion rate good. And if you keep it good, then maybe you can counter offer and get multiple offers. So I guess, as I would like to say that I keep saying this, that if you prepare and if you are just prepared and you got a job, the offer which you get can be significantly increased if you have prepared very well and if the conversion rate is pretty high. So you can crack something like Apple, and you can crack some of its competitors, and let's say Microsoft and Amazon as well, and then counter offer them on whatever offer
Yeah,
you
yeah.
get, right? Will you tell us about your journey?
Okay, so journey was like I started, started with your course. Of course, that was the starting point. But I did not really prepare continuously for 6 months anytime before this.
Yeah,
And I decided at least for once I'll give it a shot. I'll give my everything.
yeah,
And I decided it will be around 6 to 7 months
yeah,
of preparation. And then I prepared by topic for a few days for a month, and then I like started picking one problem from each topic, because if you concentrate only on one topic, you might forget some of the things in other topics.
yeah.
So it's good to keep brushing on.
As I said, I think in your case, consistency was the thing which was pretty helpful. Since the time you actually started, you have been consistent all the way until you actually
Yeah.
got a satisfactory job and multiple offers as well. Now, one thing always clicks everyone's mind and must have clicked your mind as well. Why to go ahead with the Techdose course? I mean, there are a lot of courses which you would have wanted to, or maybe eager, and they may also be tempting to see. There are so many testimonials, and yeah. So out of all those, why did you actually go with our course?
See, first of all, there was a lot of material from YouTube, so there was kind of familiarity with the style of teaching. And then when there is a live, I wanted to push myself, force myself to attend something. If it is not live, then you will be tempted to skip it. So when
Yeah,
it is live, you are like kind of forced, and at least you will have a start. Because previously I did start for a month, then give up, start for a month, then give up. So it has happened. It's basically a mind games you have to
yeah,
handle. Your brain will play tricks,
yeah,
because information is available to everyone. It is a level playing field.
yeah,
There is no obscure knowledge. Everybody has access to YouTube.
yeah,
But then this is a mind game you have to play.
yeah. So I guess this helped you to be consistent because since you have a deadline, and you were in our November batch last year, so you
Yeah.
you were actually doing it on a deadline basis because as I said that we are doing it in a 3 months part. So you were forced to actually finish the topic each week, whatever we teach and whatever assignments we give. So it helps you be in a consistent mode. So if you are serious enough and if you can keep up with the classes and with the assignments, then I think, I mean, it has helped you, right? So that is one of the most beneficial part of it.
Yeah.
It is also like somebody, I mean, people are very good. There are very good lecturers all, I mean, everywhere present. You also find free courses in MIT courseware. But the problem which I personally felt was that when you actually do it as a recorded video, then even a 1 hour video
Hmm.
you might spend the entire day watching it. But if you are doing it live and also as an interactive course, then you will feel involved, and maybe you are forced to actually do it within 1 hour, whatever time is allotted, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So that saves time. If attending classes
Hmm.
also saves time.
Also, if you can get a buddy or a group that helps, which I didn't have the luxury of because it was a COVID time, I guess, somewhere around that time.
Yeah.
But if it helps in a group, you have a
Yeah.
compulsion to attend the group meetings and all.
Yeah. 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 It makes sense. So again, I will come back to the next question, which is like, how did you feel the course was helpful? As you have already answered some of the things, but how would you rate myself as an instructor, because I was the instructor in your batch as well. So how different it was, and what did you pick up? What good things you felt about it?
Okay, so I would rate 8 just because not you are asking me. I will give you proper reasons. Because usually algorithm data structures can become boring, and I think you have a tendency to make it not boring. So that is very important to keep your mind awake.
Yeah.
So that was the thing. And then, yeah, you did tell us some tricks, based on your experience, how to
Yeah.
do it. We went topic by topic. To clear those concepts is very important.
Mhm.
And there was interaction part of it. I was not able to interact so much because I had a bandwidth limitation. I was in a remote area. So that's why I hardly turned on video.
Yeah.
That was my compulsion.
Yeah. I can make it out. So, will you suggest somebody who is joining our course in future that if you follow this, then this should be enough?
Well, I will definitely recommend, but it is unfair to expect kind of a magical, it will not transform you magically. This
Yeah,
course will give you a base, and then you have to build on that.
yeah.
That would
So,
be the main thing I would say. A
which,
lot of people are asking me that, is this enough? Is this enough? Nobody can whether it is
yeah,
enough or not. It is like somebody is giving you coaching, and you have to go out and win the matches.
yeah,
The coach will make you better player, that's all.
yeah,
But you have
yeah.
to win the matches.
Yeah. So it is all about guidance. It is all about grasping the concepts. It is also all about getting your minimum questions so that you are comfortable with all the topics, and then you actually go out and start performing, right? So
Yeah,
I guess that is the main part of it. And what would you suggest to anyone who is aspiring to get a job at Fang, and maybe they are in a service based company or a low paying product based company, and they are aspiring to prepare, but they are actually fearing about how to do that, and what to do, what not to do, or how much time it can take, or can I actually do it?
I was working in a consultancy,
Yeah.
Infosys. I was working in Infosys. So you can go from Infosys, where it happens rarely because mostly product to product company people switch. But yeah, you can do it. It's just about if you can get the things right. So I would suggest that first of all, don't expect any material to magically transform you into a great engineer or whatever. It's your kind of blood and sweat.
Yeah.
And one common question I got since I mentioned it in the group was that how did you manage to remember what you learned 6 months back? Well, I had this problem, but trust me, I didn't manage to remember. I decided that I'll pick 50 problems which will touch the major concepts from all the different topics like DP, then arrays, stacks. So, and I kept repeating them so that those concepts are imprinted in my head. Another main thing I would say, it is all mind game. As I said, you have to be like, if you are stuck, then take a break for 2 days. Don't touch anything. Just go. I used to go on a beach because I was in Goa that time.
Okay.
So just don't do anything. Come back a little bit fresh, and then, and also it is important. Don't get stuck on a one question, which is very rarely asked because it might not even be asked to you. Don't get demoralized because of one question, which I did in beginning. So
Yeah.
don't do that.
One very important thing which people actually had given me so many times, if you can reveal your increment or your package, whatever it is, so it is up to you if you want
Okay.
to reveal it.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So I cannot tell the exact number, but I will tell you the very close range and how it goes. See, I was working in US. Many people confuse that I went from India to US. It is not like that. I did my master's in US around 2018. I completed. Since then, I was working in US. I was stuck in India because of the stamping issues and all that. So meanwhile, I decided to attend this course when I was in India. So when I came back, I started giving these interviews. And salary structure, I can tell you strictly to California, not other places. So California, if you have at least 3 years plus experience, 5 years experience, you should ask for at least 250K as a total package. Okay, and there is inflation also now a little bit. So go on a higher side. Tell them that there is inflation and this that. And my is little bit higher. My is 350K plus because I had multiple offers and I was able to negotiate very hard. And the way you negotiate with your confidence, they will know that you actually have offers. If you don't negotiate with confidence, they will
Yeah.
know that you are just bluffing.
Yeah.
And the component, there is always remember this package is not entirely the base.
Yeah.
Base is something different. It will be around 200K to 20K, and there is bonus and there is stocks.
Yeah. I mean, that is true for all for companies everywhere in the world. So they won't
Yeah,
give everything in the bonus. They have to give their components in stocks as well. I think that is also helpful since the stock sticks from the big companies. You have that.
yeah, definitely.
Yeah, those are all listed companies. So I guess I guess these were some of the important things which actually people wanted to know. I think one of those was how much salary he is getting,
Okay.
or what preparation did he do, and I feel like just being consistent for some time would actually make a lot of
Yeah,
difference rather than
yeah,
thinking about it, how to do it. You just start and get it done, right?
yeah, yeah.
So
And one thing I want to tell is that a lot of questions I get is don't focus on company specific round. They are asking me what type of questions this company asks. Nobody can guarantee what they will ask
yeah,
because there are 5 rounds, 6 rounds. You can get anything in any round.
yeah,
So the game is that if you say cricket, the skill is just seeing the ball and hitting the ball.
yeah,
No matter you play against England, you play against Australia, no, doesn't matter. So you just have to focus on your DSA skill, no matter which company you are answering, and do not ignore system design. That can be a decider round as well.
yeah,
So I would say 80-20, 80% of the time to DSA and give 20 to if you are not a fresher, give 20
yeah.
time to
Yes.
system design. My package is decided, but the final thing is not decided because two of the teams want me. One is could be staff engineer and one is software senior software engineer mobile.
Okay.
So it depends on me now which team I will pick. So I am kind of gathering information from external sources. How is the
Okay.
team culture and all that?
And one more thing is the package the only thing which you actually look at, or you look at multiple other things?
Yeah, multiple other things. A package will definitely drive you, but how easily I can switch between teams and how many variety of projects I have. I am an iOS developer, so Microsoft was like least making sense because there are very less iOS projects. So Amazon and Walmart, these companies have a lot of projects. So obviously Apple, but Apple was I didn't wanted to go out of California.
Yeah,
They wanted to me to come to Seattle, which is very cloudy,
yeah,
and I'm from Goa. I'm very used to sunny weather.
yeah. I think the weather of California is pretty good. So yeah,
Yeah, the best probably I've seen.
yeah. I think the question which people actually ask about the company is what question did you exactly get is like a very subjective thing and keeps on changing. So
Yeah,
I am also not very too much fan about the questions because again, the something which is coming in Amazon may not be seen in your interview. Something which is coming in Apple or some other company you get
yeah,
in Amazon. I mean, it is all up to the interviewer. It is all about the
yeah.
difficulty level they are following. And I think by going through multiple interview experiences, we should be able to actually make out what is the difficulty level, and it will be the
Mhm,
same level actually,
mhm.
and also
And
some part
to
on luck that you get the questions which you don't know.
yeah, little bit. Yeah, yeah. And little last thing I would say that when you're practicing, try to say something, because if you are quiet in the interview, it is a very
Yeah.
negative thing.
Yeah.
You have to communicate. You should be, even if you don't know the problem, communicate your question, your doubts. Some
Yeah.
people are not able to communicate their doubts as well, because some interviewers will give you hints.
Yeah.
Okay, so to get a good hint, you need to communicate the question well. So keep
Yeah.
talking in your interview. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I think this was very helpful. Actually, this makes a lot of things clear. And the main points which I pick up is you have to be consistent, and and even before becoming consistent, you have to like decide yourself how serious you are about the things you are thinking, right? So if you are serious,
Yeah.
then only you can be consistent. And if you are not managing that seriousness and just doing it for this for some other sake, just by seeing somebody, if you are not serious enough, then I think the
Mhm.
consistency will not be there, because there will be too many things which are actually coming in front of you which will try to derail you from your preparation. And
Exactly.
if
Distractions.
you can tell yourself always that no, I want to do this, I want to do this, so that is the only way you can be on track for some time. And obviously you cannot
Yeah,
prepare for a year or 2 years, because that is too long time to actually prepare
too
for
long.
companies. And we are
That is
not
why I always,
yeah, we are not going
that
to
is why I
work
always,
finals on DSA, right? So you don't have to
yeah,
do so much. Yeah, yeah,
that is why I always say it is a mind game. See,
yeah,
information and solutions are available to everyone.
yeah,
So how you control your mind and little bit of sacrifice. I
yeah,
did sacrifice a lot of time with friends going out, and I have seen some people solving problems while watching Netflix movie. That is impossible. You have to be, your mind has to be multi-threaded to do that.
yeah,
That's not
yeah,
possible for humans.
yeah.
You will
Actually,
not get the concepts.
yeah, actually, what I have seen is, I mean, why did I actually start a 3 months course and not a 6 months course? It could have been done, but what I feel is people have to give up on so many things when they are actually seriously preparing. So people cannot give up something they like for a longer period, and it is much
Yeah, yeah,
easier to
true.
actually devote yourself entirely to study for 3 months rather than doing it for 6 months or more, because then you will get that headache of actually not wanting to do this preparation, and
Mhm.
you will feel you the chances will be that the chances will be very high to get derailed. So I feel that if you are fully focused for 3 months, you should be up and prepared, and then you can start interviewing and start getting your referrals, so that once you get your offers, you will be relaxed, and then you can just continue with your revision, and maybe slightly you can move on that entertainment side as well. So
Exactly.
yeah,
So
I
you
had
need a good base to start with, and then you can
yeah,
modify your 10% of the strategies based
yeah,
on companies. 90% of the base will remain the same.
yeah. So I had started as
And I
yeah,
have, sorry,
yeah,
I
please.
have seen very important thing. Even I did that mistake. I have seen that a lot of people go through the solution and just go through the solution passively. You have to understand why that solution worked,
Yeah,
because one thing I forgot to mention, all the interviewers know that everybody looks at LinkedIn. So do not expect to get a straightforward LinkedIn question. There will be a variation for that.
yeah,
And if you solve that very quickly, they will know that you have seen this question. You will get another question. They are also trained to do that. Don't try to outsmart the interviewer. They are very much trained. Trust me.
yeah,
And especially at Amazon, they are very much trained. They will pick the minor signs, how your body language, how you speak, and they will know. And second is, on lead code, there are variations for every problem, similar problem section. Go through that. First, finish your basic 50, 80 question, and then try to go through the variations. That will actually make help you crack the interview.
yeah. Totally agree on that. So, yeah, as we do it, first you get the concepts right, then you get the implementation right, and then you actually do some examples and some similar questions to actually be confident in that topic, and you do it for all the
Yeah.
topics. So yeah, we also try to cover the topics which are trending in the interviews, so that you don't have to put a lot of effort, because everyone doesn't have the same amount of time and the same amount of capability to actually put so much of effort. So
Mhm.
yeah, it is all about time, as well as how much you can take and how much time you can actually continue your pace. So you have to keep it short as possible, and still get
Yeah,
your
true.
dream job. It is all about that. So yeah, thank you for sharing all your insights into this.
How are you feeling after you are like? for a coach, it's very important to see
Yeah,
their layout students do well.
is extremely important. Actually, there are hundreds of students who are actually placed like you, but this thing I started just with you. So you are the first person I'm actually doing a one-on-one.
Okay,
You will never find
I'm glad.
any,
Yeah,
any video on my channel with one-on-one. But I think it is becoming highly important for me, because as I can see that people start not believing on why are you actually doing it and where are the results. So if people start seeing it on my channel, because there have been US batch one starting from last year March, people have been doing pretty well in that batch. Some people got into Facebook, some people in Google, some people here and there, but I did not post it anywhere, and no videos
okay.
are there. So people are like, it is just a hoax that people are actually getting placed, and this may be a overpriced course or whatever it is. I mean, and people don't understand this thing, that you invest this thing, and the amount you get, the benefit, it is just not worth even 2 3 days of your salary, not more than that, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah,
and once you learn, it is all about learning it. You learn it once, and then it will be with you forever. So the next time you
yeah.
want to switch, you don't have to actually dedicate yourself to a course.
True.
You actually know all the concepts. So it is a
Yeah.
lifetime learning, right? So you are investing on something which is a lifetime learning. And I think,
And I have been contacted by a small interruption. I have been contacted by a lot of different courses. Their salaries will be 10x, 10x than what you are charging. It will be
yeah,
nothing like what you are charging.
yeah. So I know that people charge $4,000, $6,000, and still it would
Yeah,
be
definitely.
it would be the same. So whatever our charges are, like I try to keep it at minimal.
Last message I would like to give, that just believe that it's doable. I consider myself as a average grasping power, so I did have to do again and again to
Yeah,
understand the concept. But that means if I can do it, that most of the people can do it. You have to believe it's doable and control your mind.
yeah,
Information is easily available. That's the easier part. The hardest part is to be consistent, as you said,
yeah,
and that can be done only if you have control over your mind, no
yeah,
distractions.
yeah. So I guess this video will be very helpful. I have
Yeah,
started
sure.
doing this thing from you, so you are the first person who will
Okay,
go on our channel, and
no
possibly
problem.
after this, I will be doing multiple. So one other person got in L6 in Amazon, and she's
Okay.
an SDM level. She was in our previous course in August batch last year.
Mhm.
She also has a startup herself, so I will be contacting her for the second person, to be the second person.
Okay, nice.
There are so many people, I'm just making a note of all of them. So yeah, I mean, if you are serious, and if I teach well, you get it well, you are serious, you are consistent, then obviously the results will come now or then, right? In some
Yeah,
time.
sure, it will.
Yeah, yeah, thank you for your time. Thank you
Yeah,
then.
sure. Yeah.
Thank you. See you
Bye.
again. Yeah. Thank
Bye.
you. Bye.
See you.